What's up, guys? Welcome to another short budget review. This one's going to be on Yu-Gi-Oh! Millennium Duels for the Xbox Live Arcade. There is an older Yu-Gi-Oh! Game also called 5D's Decade Duels, which I will briefly mention in this review. Millennium Duels was released last year on Xbox Live, Marketplace, and PlayStation Network for both the 360 and the PS3. When you first log into the game, you will see a couple of options in the single player. The single player takes you through a couple of Yu-Gi-Oh! Genres in which you will be able to battle with characters that pertain to that era. If you've watched the show in its entirety, they should look familiar. I myself enjoyed the show but stopped around the time Merrick was defeated. I really enjoyed the Millennium items. It gave the show like a mysterious element. But the single player, when you defeat a character, you unlock cards which can be used to improve your deck later. For the most part, these are selected at random. Although there are a few instances where I unlock certain cards pertaining to that person that I defeated, but for the most part, it should be just random cards. I found the AI super easy, unlike the last Yu-Gi-Oh! Game, Decade Duels, in which the AI seemed to get the right cards at the right time. Yeah, you could say I raised a little bit. While I said I steamrolled through the AI in Millennium Duels, the fact is that I was already well acquainted with the game and had cards unlocked, so to me it didn't put up much of a fight, and I don't think it'll make too much of a challenge for any opponent. I mostly see it as a way to train someone new to the game and unlock cards. If you've owned the last Yu-Gi-Oh! Game, Decade Duels, you are able to import your old cards as well as your custom decks. However, it should be noted that your imported decks might not be playable right away and will most likely have to be edited due to Millennium Duels' new ban list. There is an option to buy pre-built decks for $2 a piece, but honestly, I don't see much of a point unless you really want to get a certain deck right away, because all of them are available to be unlocked free just by playing and winning duels in the single player. Now for the multiplayer option. You get to choose between ranked or player matches. Ranked is not very well populated. For the most part, you'll find around one or two people playing, one versus one, and every rare once in a while, you'll find a two versus two. I've logged in during different times of the day, and it really depends because I have sometimes found that when I search ranked, it's half filled, but for the most part, it's usually filled with one or three hosted matches for one versus one. I found the player mode to be a lot more populated all the time, and I think it's due to the fact that you can invite your friends to play, even reserve slots for private matches, or just to make sure your teammate has a spot. Millennium Duels has a healthy sized card list to choose from, so you can make your own diverse deck. It takes skill to make your own unique original deck, but unfortunately, there are a lot of people that rather play it safe and use the copy and paste method and basically just improve pre-built decks. I'm a huge fan of the card game, but I get to see its faults. While tolerable, the soundtrack is very generic, although the good thing is that it does support custom soundtracks, so you can stream music from your computer like I do, or play songs you already have on your recorded on your Xbox hard drive. In my experience, a lot of the time people quit matches before they are over, whether it's because of having crappy teammates, in which I do forgive them, or instead of losing, which I forgive only during certain circumstances. For example, if someone's using an OP deck, doesn't matter if they're on my team or the opposite team, I can see why they quit. So whether you're a fan of the show, used to play the card game, or have played previous game releases, or you're just the type that likes card battle games, Yu-Gi-Oh! Millennium Duels has a fun and worthwhile experience to offer. It's available for the price of $10 on the Xbox Live Marketplace. While it is a good Yu-Gi-Oh! Game, that's not saying much since there's a lack of them available for the Xbox to begin with. But if you're a fan of Yu-Gi-Oh, then I guarantee you'll like this one. That's why I give this a 3 out of 5, a decent buy. This has been another short budget review. Thanks for watching. Like the video if you found this review useful. Subscribe. More reviews on the way.